Hey guys, from today we'll be starting with ethics subject. So ethics I'm planning to take some 10 classes where we'll be covering comprehensively and we also will be practicing PYQs. So that maybe within end of the month or 20 days we'll be completing or will be well versed with the subject called ethics. So that one paper of the mains will be prepared prior to prelims preparation, right? Or alongside the prelims preparation. Fine. So ethics, basically there are some slides which are visible here, like kind of what is legal, what is ethics, what is right, wrong, or it depends or what. If we have multiple routes, how we should choose one right way, or how to balance legality with ethics, or what are the different kind of values, principles we should be possessing in different perspectives or in different uh, steps of the life. So these are some things which we are going to learn from the subject called ethics. It should be a life lesson instead of civil subject, right? So as part of civil subject, we'll deal with only certain concepts, not entire thing, but we'll reach to certain topics which will fetch us maximum marks, or we will be using these topics repeatedly so that we'll be able to answer all the questions of ethics paper, right? So here are the topics that we are going to deal as part of civil services ethics subject. If we are done with these topics, we are done with ethics paper. That's how it is going to help you all. So first thing, we are going to deal with certain terms like what is ethics, what are values, what are morals, how these rules, regulations, laws differ from ethics, morals, etc. Also certain attributes like we should be keep on using certain terms like social harmony, social justice, fraternity, these terms. So I'll just discuss what all are the important terms that has to be used in the exam so that you'll get maximum marks. Okay, like maybe we'll go with the balanced approach, right? So second thing, we'll go for thinkers. We will use different theories and the thinkers who has given those theories so that we can use them effectively in the exam. In this complete session, I will be talking exact to the point of exam because I want everyone to get the maximum marks from ethics paper. That's how, like, every point here whatever I speak is related to exam hall strategy, right? So thinkers like some of the native thinkers, Gandhiji or Vivekananda, or some of the great people like Neeraj Bhanot, Subhash Chandra Bose, what he has given some thoughts. We can go for Rajaram Mohan Rai, or we can go for international level, John Rawls, Aristotle, Marx, etc. So we'll see what are the philosophies that they have given on ethics and how can we use these in exam paper. Here all it depends on like how we can make use of it. That is a complete important portion here. Second thing, third thing, we have civil service attributes. There are certain attributes called integrity, honesty, transparency, accountability, objective, objectivity, or non-partisanship, impartiality. There are certain attributes like this. Whenever you write a question or an answer for a question of ethics paper, you must be using these terms as you're going to be a civil service uh, aspirant and you're going to enter into the service, right? So with that intention, we'll learn what are those attributes and how can we make use of those attributes in the exam hall. Okay. Third one, aptitude and fundamental values. So, what is first of all aptitude? We know what is aptitude. In we have natural talent to do certain things, right? So, being aware of those and using that knowledge. So same thing, how can we develop our aptitude and learn different values, and what are the fundamental values? Fundamental values should align with the good of all. These things we will learn. So again we'll again see how can we make use of those things in exam hall. See, all these things are important for life. Of course we should learn, and also we should focus what should be written in the exam hall. That is more important, right, for us. Yes, then we have attitude, and how this attitude influence or helps in social influence and persuasion. As you're going to be a civil servant, you should be having this capability of influencing people in a right way and persuading for the good. So we'll understand what is attitude, what is positive, what is negative, how to improvise it, so that we'll be able to persuade people to have happy life, right? So that we'll understand, and we also get to know what are the different kind of questions that will be asked in PYQs, and how can we use our knowledge which we gathered from the videos to answer those questions to fetch the maximum marks, right? Yep. Then we have emotional intelligence. So we learn the thinkers called Goldman and his philosophy, and how we see says 80% of success in workplace depends on emotional intelligence, not the IQ. 20% only will depend on IQ. So why it is so important? How can we get to know our emotions? How can we control, and what is the necessity? All these things we'll understand, and we'll solve questions also. Then we'll get to know about ethical dilemma and conflict. First of all, what is ethical dilemma? Dilemma is somewhere you in between to make a choice, right? Maybe there are two good things, but one is more good, which you should choose based on your situation and objectivity. So that dilemma will understand how to solve such dilemmas, will figure out, and will solve questions as well. Then we'll go for governance and public service. So we already learned about civil service attributes, and how about public service attributes, and how we should bring out the probity in governance. Those things we'll understand. Again, there are certain terms to be memorized and also used in the paper to fetch maximum mark. We'll see that. Finally, we'll understand what is corporate governance and IR ethics, in the sense international ethics. International level, what kind of ethics we should use, and how should we answer related questions. So this way we are going to cover simultaneously the PYQs as well as the topic, and complete the paper in a holistic manner. So if you are following this series, you will be able to answer the paper in a well equipped manner. This is the intention of this video, to introduce you all the topics, and we'll be starting from next session the first topic of terms, and we'll figure out how to use those and also how to solve PYQs. That's all for today. Thank you.